Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily HUD where we give you the latest esports news. Who am I? Well, I'm definitely not Sierra.
Yeah. Well, that makes me Dom on the other hand. Today we've got a whole bunch of news to cover, pretty exciting stuff for this weekend of esports. We're going to be starting by taking a look at the Tekken World Tour and its first stop, taking a look at the Overwatch League preview for Saturday and Sunday, before turning our attention towards PUBG's Global Summit, the Fortnite Online Opens, CSGO ESL Pro League Week 3, and the Rocket League Series Week 3, which is also set to continue this week.
Definitely. Then later we'll be talking about the Starcraft Super Tournament, the Dota 2 ESL 1 Mumbai. Oh, is it Mumbai? Mumbai.
India.
Then FIFA League Qualifiers plus the Open Qualifiers and the NBA 2K League, the CSGO DreamHack Open Rio, and finally the last chance for the Madden 2019 qualifiers.
Now, first off, that means we're going to have to take a look at Overwatch because Overwatch League 3 returns later this week.
Discussing how the week goes is basically we already have top teams getting into the point of trying to win and get every match going. But now we're trying to look at some of the bottom place teams. We got Shanghai Dragons versus Florida Mayhem. You got London Spitfire versus the Boston Uprising, which is going to be a good match for me. The Dallas Fuel for the Seoul Dynasty. You know how Dallas has been going, and with good momentum going in.
Fuel has been burning.
And then on Sunday we'll be looking at the Vancouver Titans versus the Boston Uprising. Let's see if those Titans can stave off Boston. And Hangzhou versus San Francisco. You know, one of the runner-ups from the finals. And then, matches start at 3 p.m. with London going against Boston.
And with the developer update that we just heard from Jeff Kaplan, everyone was saying, hey, developer update, maybe we'll get some insight into the competitive meta and we won't see goats anymore. And
we didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
We didn't say a darn thing. But hey, I mean, fingers crossed, we've already started to see a few more DPS crop up here and there comparatively.
Especially from the Chengdu Hunters.
Yeah, but I mean, it feels like it's only scraps at this point comparatively when everyone's been sitting in the GOAT meta for so long. Maybe this weekend something will turn around. Maybe the teams have finally had a chance to practice a non-actual GOAT meta.
Yeah. Hopefully this week we'll see more DPS and less of GOAT. God knows I'm sick of it.
Fingers crossed for that. But
Definitely.
Hey, up next we're going to take a look at the Starcraft 2 Code S Super Tournament that's kicking off this weekend. Some of the games already started a night ago, and world champion Maru has already been eliminated in the very first round. 16 players got in, very first series of games, and Maru is already out. Now, his opponent, the second place Classic, got seeded all the way to the other side of the bracket. We'll get a chance to see him play either earlier this morning or later today, depending on when this video actually goes live. So hopefully there will be a chance for redemption that way, but already this is a very entertaining style of format for this tournament. There is a $27,000 in US equivalent prize pool for the players competing in this, and it is supposed to be an entertaining style format, so it doesn't exactly have a lot of seeding in terms of Code S Season 2, Season 3, or even the World Finals later on in November of this year, but it's just supposed to be for funsies. You get the best players in the region together, and you just set them up in a single bracket style tournament. No season format, no invitations or anything like that. Best of the best, and you play and you have a good time.
Yeah.
Which looks to be quite fun.
Oh, now that the main guy got eliminated now, I'm all surprised Pikachu right now. You seen that meme? Surprise Pikachu.
Yeah, exactly, Pika. But now turning our attention towards our next event that's kicking off, Tekken 7.
Yes, the Tekken World Tour is finally going to make its first stop this weekend at the mix-up in Lyon, France.
Yes.
So after, the Grim and all that stuff happening in Notre Dame, finally we're getting at least a little bit of a entertainment. Lightheartedness. People come out and have fun, Tekken World Tour. And now we're going to be seeing a lot of top players coming to this place to gain at least momentum going into this whole thing. So this tournament has been ranked in the Master or Master Plus ranking in one of those two. I'm not really sure. But if the winner gets out, he will be in the Masters tier for the World Tour and going into the Grand Finals for in Bangkok, Thailand, I think.
Yeah. So it's already a very early seed into those finals, considering that the tour has just been announced.
Yeah, it's already an early seed, and so we're excited to see who gets out on top.
I actually kind of like that a whole bunch because it incentivizes those players who have already been playing the game pretty religiously and practicing and getting ready, and then, we've announced the new World Tour. Instead of players who have jumped off the Tekken bandwagon, maybe they've moved on to like Dragon Ball or Smash or something, those who are still religiously practicing are still up to par. They can immediately hop into the next tournament a week later after the announcement and compete for a seat into those finals.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
incentivizing people to continue to compete.
Definitely.
Elsewhere, India is actually getting the chance to see its first major video game tournament. The Dota 2 ESL 1 in Mumbai will see its finals running this Sunday. It started just yesterday on Thursday. There are 8 teams competing in this double elimination bracket for a $300,000 prize pool. And again, this is India's first ever major Dota 2 event. Historically, India has been really difficult for gamers and gaming companies and esports to get into by nature of the market, but now it seems like Dota 2 has finally cracked that open, and it looks to be a very exciting tournament. It's good to see Dota getting in there, because then that opens the way for so many more other teams and tournaments to get into one of the most populous countries in the world. And if we can get China's already in esports, if we can get India into esports, I don't even know what's next. What's second most populous? I guess that's us, isn't it? Or third most?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I would like to see Australia.
Australian esports is great. Yeah.
Australia. I'd like to see Australia in that.
Good old-fashioned Australian esports. Yeah. But now we've got some PUBG.
The next up is the PUBG. The eliminations and grand finals are starting this weekend.
Yes.
And it's super exciting because on the 19th, we will be having the elimination stage, and 6 matches will be played by all teams. So, by ways of eliminations, team placement will be based on groups and then eliminations. Going into the grand finals, only the top 8 will proceed. So then, after the top 8 proceed, on grand finals, 12 matches will be held, 6 per day. So it'll be held on Saturday, and then it'll go on Sunday. So just imagine 6 games of just a non-stop final action.
I mean, we've already seen tons and tons of PUBG over the past few weeks, so it's already good to see that the Global Summit is kicking off with some big action. My eyes were on 4 Angry Men out of, I want to say they're Group B. Just because I'm a big follower of Godv, who used to be a member of LGD in League of Legends. So hopefully I will get the chance to see them do well, but who knows? Only time will tell.
Well, you know me, I like going for Team Liquid.
Yeah, it's always a crowd favorite. Looking now towards FIFA, the FIFA 2019 Global Series is kicking off. There are 4, the FIFA Online 4 Champions Cup, there's the FIFA E-Nations Cup, there's the Foot Champions Cup number 6. Of course, all of these seed into the FIFA 2019 Global Series points leaderboard, whereas players will get the chance to qualify for the Global Series playoffs, and from there advance to the FIFA E-World Cup in 2019. For more info on that, head on down to the doobly-doo below. Long story short, there is a lot of soccer going on this weekend for FIFA fans, so plenty of chances to compete.
Definitely. Moving on now to the Fortnite World Cup. The duo semi-finale and the finale will be hosted this weekend. So if you made it out of the singles and groups and all that, you'll be going to the semifinals and the finals, and hopefully you can make it out.
I mean, we've also got the Online Open Qualifiers running this weekend.
Do we now?
For the duos. Yeah.
Yes,
$1 million on the line.
$1 million on the line. So the schedule for today, for Saturday, will be going through 4 o'clock through 7 p.m. for the duo semi-finale, and then Sunday will be going through same time, but this will be the final, the finale, and it'll be Eastern time.
Yes, and again on Saturday, anyone above rank 6, which I believe is Challenger, can compete within the window. This is the global leaderboard at this point, and from there it's the top 3, it's 1,500 duos will advance to those finals happening on Sunday.
Well, definitely.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
That's exciting.
$1 million on the line for everyone who participates. And if you do advance to the Fortnite Grand Finals happening in May.
I thought it was July.
May? July?
Yeah, July.
Happening in July, every player that even participates gets a baseline $50,000. That is the lowest amount of money you can earn. If you enter and lose every single game and immediately get elimed, you still walk home with at least a new car. It's pretty fantastic.
I want a new car.
Yeah, I know, me too. I was looking at that like, college debt, yes. But hey, let's now turn our attention towards what looks like NBA 2K. The NBA 2K League is already underway. Now, week number 2 started on the 17th and is running until today, the 19th. This is the second week of an 18-week season, concluding August 3rd with the NBA 2K League Finals. Of course, this features weekly games until the duration of then happening from Wednesday to Friday. And what's really cool about this is they've really embraced the franchise structure in which each of the teams live in their home region market. New York team lives in New York, Miami team lives in Miami, and every week they compete in the 2K League studio in New York City, so they get the chance to fly to New York and travel much like actual NBA players. Team drafts took place on March 6th. Currently 2 teams are at the top of the standings, Pacers Gaming and NTSGC at 2 wins apiece, 100% win ratio. Now, as of the time of this filming, we're still waiting on the results for this week's worth of games, but again, for more info on that, head on down into the doobly-doo below. Doobly-doo is a real thing. You keep on giggling. It really is.
I just can't get over that. Doobly-doo? That's the first time I've heard of it.
Down in the description. Yeah, if you make a YouTube channel and it teaches you like, oh, this is where you put your video, and this is where you put your title, and this is the doobly-doo. And you put the info in the doobly-doo.
Well, moving on to Counter-Strike Go. The ESL Pro League starts this weekend. Or actually, they
wraps
started
up. The Pro League.
Yeah, they wrap
Group
up.
B.
Group B have wrapped up. So, quick announcement for the results for this group is they're wrapping up now, as we said.
Yeah.
And so we don't have the results yet, unfortunately.
As of the time of this film.
Yeah, I wish we did because these games are sounding exciting. But if you want more information, I guess you can go down to the doobly-doo.
Hey, see, it rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
The website will be there for more information, and we'll be covering this Monday.
Yeah, Monday we'll be able to get all of the results a little bit more clearly for this. Again, eyes are on Team Liquid. They're competing fresh off of their Blast Pro Miami. Then you've also got FaZe Clan over in, I want to say, Europe, who are also trying to compete, though it looks like they're doing pretty good so far. Again, only time will tell. We'll have to see if they can continue to play at a high level. Now, turning our attention towards Madden 2019, the last chance qualifier is happening this Sunday. So far, 14 out of 16 players have qualified for the Madden NFL 2019 Grand Final. We need 2 people left to fill those last 2 spots to take their flight ticket to Redwood City, California, to try and claim $200,000 out of that prize pool from April 25th to April 22nd. Now, 27th. First place goes home with $40,000, second place gets $25,000, and so on down the rabbit hole. And again, just like Fortnite, just qualifying for this grand final nets you a pretty hefty $5,000.
I should have
pretty great.
I should have qualified.
Yeah. Now, more info can be found for searching Madden 2019 Esports on Google. We'll link it in the description below as well. However, the actual link is really, really difficult to say. It's something wacky like www.ea.com/game/Madden-NFL/Madden-NFL-19/compete.
That's a mouthful right there.
Which is why you Google it. Madden 2019 Esports
Google's
to find
your
their
friend.
website. Exactly.
Google's your friend.
Yeah,
it was a friend of mine in college.
Exactly. Oh man, all those term papers.
Moving on now to the Rocket League Championship Series. We're now heading into their week 3. The matches seems very stacked and there's a lot to go on. So the one games I want to be looking at, right, would be Energy versus Space Station Gaming.
Yeah. That's
actually 2 of the best teams out there. At least I know them because they Space Station Gaming also has a foot in the Rainbow Six League for Europe. Mm-hmm. So you have Cloud9 versus, I think, Rogue. Yeah. Splice versus Rogue. Cloud9 versus Evil Geniuses. Coming up, G2 and Ghost Gaming. Mm-hmm. You know, G2, his owner Ocelot out there looking at to see those wins. The matches will begin at 3 and they will go all the way to 8 p.m. on Saturday. But then on Sunday, they start at 12 all the way to 8.
Very cool. Again, my eyes are going to be on Cloud9 because last time I checked the schedule as of last week, Cloud9 were still undefeated with not only in matches but also in games. 3-0 in both of their 2 matches that they played so far. So maybe they can continue that momentum moving forward.
We'll see.
Yeah, but again, turning our attention back towards Counter-Strike Go, the DreamHack Open in Rio also kicks off this weekend. We just had one huge Counter-Strike event with the Blast Pro Miami this past weekend. Now we've got the DreamHack Open Rio de Janeiro 2019. It features a $100,000 prize pool. Starts today on the 19th. Runs until Sunday. 8 teams will enter the ring, trying to get into that group stage. The top 2 from each group will then advance. And what's really cool about this is the group stage features a double elimination format in which 4 teams enter. If the 2 winners of your first round of games will advance to a winners match. And from there, they will play each other, and one of them will advance to automatically get into the finals. So, long story short, you have 2 chances to get out of group stage. If you win one and then win your second, you're out. If you win one, lose, then you have a 3rd chance to advance. And if you lose your first, you can still turn it around and try to go for the reverse sweep to climb all the way up. Long story short.
So they have like a loser's bracket type of thing?
Pretty much, but in groups. Which is very, very neat for the 8 teams that are competing.
That's very unique.
Of course, entering the actual playoffs themselves, it gets down to a standard single elimination format, because then you've got 4 teams competing and a lot of best of 3s to get through to the grand finals, which look to be best of 5s. Now, this is the first DreamHack stop of the new year. The next one will be in mid-May in Tours, France. Best of luck to all of the teams competing. Again, link for more information is in the description below. And now it just feels weird saying description.
It feels more defined, description instead of doobly-doo.
Work out. Yeah. Doobly-doo is a little bit more fun, but hey, that's still some really cool Counter-Strike action going on.
Definitely.
I think that's it for our show for today.
Definitely. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any clips, any bloopers, please let us know. Down there in the website, down below in the doobly-doo, I guess.
Yeah, info@esportschannel.com is the link you're going to send them to. Of course, we're also going to be streaming on Twitch in the near future, twitch.tv/esports_channel.
Definitely. And if you have any games that we haven't covered, please let us know down in the comments. The more games you have, the more news we give you, and the more fun we'll have.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for watching on behalf of myself, Robin, and the entire Esports Channel crew. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. GG.